In the last lesson, we've talked about the negative impacts brought about by the development of industry. In order to protect our environment, there are two future trends of industrial development. One is the inclusive and sustainable industrial development. In December 2013, the Foundation for a New Vision of Inclusive and Sustainable Industrial Development (ISID) has been set, and the role of industrialization as a driver for development has been highlighted by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. It provides the technological solutions to environmentally sound industrialization. Inclusive in this context means offering equal opportunities and an equitable distribution of the benefits of industrialization to all stakeholders. The term sustainable addresses the need to decouple the prosperity generated from industrial activities from excessive natural resource use and negative environmental impacts. The industry policy has kept evolving with industrial development. Policy within nations, if implemented widely across nations, is the most direct pathway to sustainable industrial development. The definition of what constitutes industrial policy has broadened over time to reflect shifting priorities in the economy and in global discourse. Initially and almost exclusively in the immediate post-Second World War period, the objective of industrial policies was the structural transformation of the economy. These policies focused more narrowly on specific manufacturing subsectors with greater productivity. Over time, policymakers increasingly recognized that structural transformation reaches well beyond the boundaries of the manufacturing industry and hence has implications not only for economic, but for environmental and societal development as well. Modern definitions of industrial policy, also known as structural transformation policies, have therefore become more encompassing. Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, have always been at the center of the European semester, the Union's framework for the coordination of economic policies across member states. The SDGs call on all nations to combine economic prosperity, social inclusion, and environmental sustainability with peaceful societies. The other trend is green development of industry. China's Industry Ministry has also unveiled a 5-year plan aimed at the green development of its industrial sectors, vowing to lower carbon emissions and pollutants, and to promote emerging industries so as to meet our carbon peak commitment by 2030. The Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, MIIT, reiterated the targets of cutting carbon dioxide emissions by 18% and energy intensity by 13.5% by 2025. According to the plan, which covers the period between 2021 and 2025, it also said it will strictly control capacities in steel, cement, aluminum, and other sectors. The MIIT said it will increase clean energy consumption and encourage the use of hydrogen energy, biofuels, and refuse-derived fuels in steel, cement, chemical, and other industries. The plan also looks to promote the rational exploitation of mineral resources such as iron ore and non-ferrous, and to develop the use of recycled sources, said the ministry. Industrial agencies should also undertake a detailed mapping of companies to understand their current position in terms of their broader social, economic, and environmental impacts. They need capacities, human capital, and data to monitor social and environmental impacts. If planning and revenue departments, via tax revenue and linkages, and the Environmental Protection Agency, via conservation of natural resources and footprints, are active, it becomes easier for the industrial agency to make sure investments are in line with green and inclusive economic growth. Competition and regulatory authorities can also ensure that companies face competitive pressure leading to lower prices. This can incentivize less waste in production and the supply of local markets. To guarantee sustainable and green development, technological progress is the foundation of efforts to achieve environmental objectives, such as increased resource and energy efficiency. Without technology and innovation, industrialization will not happen, and without industrialization, development will not happen. New digital technologies are critical tools to combine high production with low environmental impacts. Smart grids, e-commerce, car sharing, 3D printing, and other digital technologies combined with modern materials offer the potential of more for less in terms of environmental impacts. Let's take a look at two examples in industry. One is the most sustainable building in the world, and the other is China's Green Logistics Company. Take the New Logic Third building, an office and a warehouse space on the outskirts of the Dutch city of Tilburg, for example. Judged one of the most sustainable industrial buildings in the world, its environmentally friendly features include solar panels that feed surplus energy into the grid, and toilets that flush with rainwater collected from the roof, making it both energy and carbon dioxide neutral. Natural light flooding through large triple-glazed windows reduces the amount of electricity needed for lighting and makes it a more pleasant space to work in. The building also features a heat pump, automatically dimming LED lighting, charging points for electric vehicles, and technology that monitors water consumption and carbon dioxide concentrations. In China, Jingdong Logistics, the logistics arm of the country's second-largest e-commerce player, Jingdong.com Inc., has invested 1 billion yuan, $151 million to establish a green fund in a bid to promote the use of sustainable, greener packaging materials throughout the supply chain. It also began becoming the first domestic logistics player to employ large-scale green delivery vehicles. That's all. Thank you very much for listening.